Hey, it's Coach Chris with Hoops King, and in today's video, we're gonna do the no BS dribble moves. That's right, no BS, because these are moves that you actually will use in a game if you play on a team. So if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, be sure to subscribe and turn the notifications on. You have any questions, leave them down in the comments. You have any videos you'd like to see in the future, also leave those in the comments. And then just click above or below and I'll send you a free workout. I know here on YouTube, there's lots of guys who show you dribble moves and you dribble 2, 3, 4 times. They go behind their back in slow motion. It looks really cool. It's fun to watch, but it's just not practical for a game. You're not going to play on a high school team, a college team, and stand out there and dribble the ball like you're James Harden, LeBron James, Allen Iverson back in the day. You have to be a very special player to be able to dribble as much as they do. And they are. But most of the people that are in the NBA, they're not special. You don't see most of the guys standing out on the perimeter just dribbling between their legs, running the shot clock down, trying to make all these fancy moves. There's only a few guys who get to do that. And in high school, you got to play as a team. In college, you're going to play as a team. And you got to learn to be efficient in your moves. So I'm cutting out all the BS that's out there about attacking the basket. I'm going to show you the simple, most effective, and efficient ways to get to the hoop so the coach will put you on the floor. So maybe if you're a YMCA player, a pickup player, all those other videos where they're going behind the back and going in slow motion and spinning 2 and 3 times, yeah, go have fun with your friends doing that. But if you want to play varsity high school basketball and you want to try to play college basketball, you need to be efficient in your dribbles and in your moves if you want to get on the court or play college basketball. We got to cut the BS out of it. So if we're cutting the BS out of dribble moves, then we need to attack the rim the most basic way, which is no move at all. And that's going to be your best move. And that's how you set up your other dribble moves if you're going to use them. You got to be able to actually get to the hoop without a move. Okay? So here's my defender. So if the basketball, there's nobody between the basket and the basketball right now. The defense isn't playing me here. He's playing me here, pretty much straight up with my body. So all I have to do to beat him to the hoop is to move the basketball by him. That's pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, but it works. It's efficient. All right, so if he's gonna play me here, I'm gonna go in here and get low. Now when I go to this cone is about the height of a 6-foot player's hips, let's say. So I want to get my shoulder to that player's hips so that I am long, low, and strong when I want to go to the hoop. Too many players will go by or try to go by their defender like this. They'll go by pretty much standing up, straight up and down. Okay, so that's not low, long, and strong. That is being tall, slow, and weak. Because if I'm standing up here, I really don't get by the defender in the first dribble. So when I play low, long, and strong, that ball goes out past the defender right away. Okay? And if we have good offensive spacing, there's not really going to be any help defense right there when I go by them. All right? So I want to attack that rim like this. Okay, so if we're going to cut the BS, we got to cut out a really common mistake players make, and that's trying to dribble wide. So instead of going here and hitting that defender with your shoulder, a lot of players, they try to make it a foot race. Well, guess what? Eventually, there's going to be a lot faster kids than you are, and there's another problem with this that I'll show you in a second. So here's going wide. I try to go here instead of a straight line by the defender, and you notice I didn't hit him with my shoulder. Okay, and then here's the next problem that comes into play here. So maybe here is my help defender now. So if I go wide, now I'm dribbling right into a help defender. If I go straight and hit the defender, I can get by that guy. He'd really have to slide over even more. And honestly, that's pretty close. Those two defenders right now are pretty close. You probably, most likely wouldn't have that all the time in the game. There'd be a little more space. And it depends on what type of defense they're playing, where he's at. But you don't want to dribble wide, because one, you're slower, it's a longer path, right? The shortest distance between 2 points, point A to the basket, point B, is a straight line. If I dribble in some big banana curve, it's not a straight line, and I'll guarantee you it's slower, it's longer. You could measure the feet out actually, and you would see that it's longer to get to the hoop. When a player takes a charge, typically there's 2 ways that charges are called. Either you take this off arm and just push off, which is obvious, and then the other way a player draws a charge is they hit center contact. So if I'm taking a charge, typically I'm going to have to take contact right here in the middle of my body. If the offense just hits me with their shoulder into my hip or arm, it's going to be a foul on me as a defender. How I would practice when I'm on my own, practicing efficient, no BS dribble moves, I'm going to put a cone, a chair, whatever you have here to keep you from going wide. And you could keep moving this in until you have a very little amount of space to go. So I catch it here, and I go. And so I'm using that other cone to keep me in a straight line. It's going to force me. Now, if I'm coaching kids, maybe I only got 1 cone or no cones or whatever, I'll just stand here as a coach a lot of times and make those kids drive in front of me, so I take away their big looping banana drive. They have to go straight. And if you hit this defender right away, what you're really doing is you're making the play much easier. Because when you come in here and hit him, now you're by him and he's on your backside. And if there's nobody another defender between you and the basket, you should easily be able to get to the rim. When you dribble wide, well, guess what? You go here, and he comes right with you. You're still challenged. As far as you go, that defender keeps coming with you. So if you want to be efficient and really attack a defender, you got to take him out up here. You got to take him out up here by getting into him, hitting him there, and now I'm by him, and it's going to require help defense to get me stopped. So if you're going to be efficient in your dribble moves, let's say I play off the catch here, and then I go and drive. If there's nobody else down there, if we're playing 5 out, nobody between me and the basket after I beat this guy, should be about a 1 dribble layup typically, because I can extend it out and get there. All right? So if you're taking 2 and 3 dribbles, if it looks like this, if you drive to the hoop, and it looks like that from 20 feet, you're being inefficient in your moves. You're too tall, you're not long, low, and strong. We want to stay long, low, and strong. Get it out, extend it out, and finish the play as quickly as possible. Beat that help defense by being low, long, and strong. If you'd like to use the big cone in your training or your practices, just click down below and you can go order your own big cones. This is a bonus tip because I'm cutting all the BS out of this one, baby. So a lot of players, when I watch them, coach them, they will start their drives and they may be playing off the dribble, and instead of stepping straight by a defender and pushing off and stepping with that foot, watch my right foot. They'll have to dribble to do this without traveling. I'm not going to travel right now just so you can hear me over the microphone. But a lot of players, they'll be dribbling and they'll load that back foot like that. So watch that. Instead of doing this and getting by that defender quickly, they'll load that right leg and take that little hop so that they can push off. So you got to learn to push off and go off that foot without having to do a hop, okay? And part of that is they can't go because, again, what are they doing? They're standing up too tall, so it's like, oh, I'm too tall, I have no explosiveness, so I'll hop and I'll get low. That's what they're really doing. So just start low. Start low and stay low, and then you go, all right? That's simple. So now you may be wondering, which foot should I step with? So there's no wrong way, a cross step or a direct step. Neither one's wrong, but I think this is quicker. So if I'm here and I want to go by the defender to the left, again, he's on my body here. He's not between the basketball and the basket. I think just stepping here and putting that ball on the floor is absolutely the quickest way to do it. This isn't wrong if I step here It's probably just a little bit slower because now I have to step and then dribble. Here, I step, dribble, and I'm getting around him just a little bit quicker. It's not wrong. Either way is not wrong. You may feel more comfortable doing one or the other. I just think the direct step is a quicker step. And again, we're not out here doing all this silly dribbling, going behind the back, spinning. That's BS. You know, we don't want any BS. Now we're going to the next move, which is going to be a change of direction. So this could be a crossover, a between, it could be a behind the back, but again, it's efficient in a straight line. We're not dribbling between our legs, spinning and doing all that nonsense. Remember before, the defender was not over the ball. So the ball and basket, there's nobody in between there. So I'm just going here, easy, okay? But now he's playing me, he's taking that away a little bit more. He's over the ball now. He's over the ball, so now I'm gonna have to change direction and go by him. Again, it's simple. So I'm gonna go right up, hit him again. I'm gonna hit him with that shoulder. So if I'm here, he's over the ball. When I go, I'm going through. All right, and again, you can do crosses, betweens, behinds, whatever you're comfortable with is what you should do. I personally love the between the legs dribble the most because it really gets you low. You got that leg protecting the basketball. It's not exposed like it can be on a crossover. It's not as hard as a dribble as going behind your back. I like the protection and I like being able to step as I dribble. So here's the between. When I'm going here, watch how I step to my defender, hit him, and dribble. So my foot and the basketball are gonna hit the floor at the same time. And that's key to having a great between the leg dribble. So here, step, the ball hits. Let's show that again. So when my foot steps forward, the ball's hitting the floor at the same time, and it's all continuous motion, and I'm not stopping. Okay, again, if I was doing this on my own, I'm gonna have something to make sure I'm going in as straight a line as possible. And as I get better at this, I'm gonna cut this down to give me, right now there's about 2.5 feet, maybe 3 feet of space there. So I'm really limiting myself on how far I can arc. Again, I don't wanna go here and dribble around that cone as well, because now I'm going wide. Straight line, efficient, fast, low, long, strong. So I get low, long, hit him. So if I come in here, I go, that help defender comes. There, you want to spin, there's where and how you can most efficiently spin with the basketball. All right, so now again, on this one, so again, a lot of kids I'll see, remember the defender's over the ball, so I'm gonna change direction. I could go cross and step again, go crossover and step. I could cross, step, crossover, step. Again, I think this is a lot quicker. And notice also I'm using my offhand whenever I do any of these. I'm not crossing over and leaving the ball exposed. So he's over the ball, I cross, and I'm getting that shoulder into him and this hand up. Okay, so now he's got to go through my arm if he's going to reach for the ball, and I'm going to be able to fend him off. All right, same thing with the between. I'm right there protecting the ball. Defender, my body, basketball. He's not going to get it. And it's important when you're doing these dribbles is ball's out here on my hip. It's outside of my hip. I'm not dribbling in here by my foot where it could hit my foot, and I can't really keep going with it. All right, you might dribble off your foot. It's harder to go as fast as you can. You want the ball out here so you can go faster and so you protect the basketball. Now, if you're using a product like the Big Cone and you want to play off the catch, you can just put the ball up there, take it and go, hit the cone and simulate hitting that defender as you go. So I'm playing off the catch, I'm low, I take it, I hit the defender with my shoulder, okay? I'm not kneeing him, I'm hitting him with my shoulder, okay? So I'm gonna go by him with my feet, hit him with my shoulder. Again, low, long, strong, and I'm gone. So that's Coach Chris's no BS dribble moves. Again, if you want to play high school basketball, go watch a game at the varsity level, and you aren't going to see kids sitting there dribbling through their legs, spin dribbling in slow motion, okay? That's YMCA ball stuff. That's pickup ball, okay? And it's fun. You want to do that when you're playing those games, that's fun. And go ahead and do it. But if you want to make a team, play in college, you better be very efficient because you're going to have to be quick getting to the hoop. So cut the BS, be efficient, and get to the hoop. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.